Bing bong.
This is the iDanSimpson Show.
We do it because it's right.
I love the dialectic.
His testicles became swollen.
Based.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
Please clap.
Who's this man? This man in the hat. I'm gonna ruin this.
You're a stupid baby down, not me.
All right. Hello, folks. Hello. And hello to our live viewers, to replay viewers alike, and welcome to Leftist and Chill with me, iDanSimpson. I'm your host. Today on the show, anti-colonialist, anti-imperialist, yes, Marxist Leninist, yes, and UK-US imperialism survivor. Let's please welcome to the show, Kiran Fatima. How you doing today, Kiran? Everyone, please clap.
Hi.
Yes. Joining me via audio today. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
We
Hi, Dan.
Yeah,
our
audience is just very excited. Hi, how you doing today?
I'm okay. I'm good. Just recovering from a little bit of a cold I had last week. So, but not COVID, but just a little bit of a cold. Apparently, those still exist. So, yeah.
Well, that's a bummer. Sorry to hear about the cold. Hopefully, you start feeling better. And thanks again for joining me in the proverbial back row of the classroom of Twitch politics. You're a new champion to the stream today, so we want to get to know you a bit. Have you tell us a little bit about, your projects, anything you want to share about, maybe learn about your political or ideological journey, and see where the chat takes us. So, Kiran, tell us a little bit about yourself. I think you're a Canuck because I've seen you on Stu's show that y'all do, TheKultureDotTv. You're a contributor there, and you were on the Canuck cast, I think is what y'all call it. And I believe you're Canadian. How's Canada?
How is Canada? Cold. I mean, there's that. That's always a nice, stable fact of life. Otherwise, it's okay. It's kind of sleepy, kind of a little bit quirky, but it's nothing. It's actually not that different, I have to say, from the U.S. And it's basically U.S. with a slightly more of a, let's say, passive-aggressive approach.
Massively aggressive U.S. That I think that can help a lot of people wrap their heads around Canada, and of course you're across the border in Canada. I'm down here in the United States. NATO pals, a little NATO high five. Yeah. Anyways,
yes, COVID bump, COVID fist bump.
Of course, a COVID bump, elbow, fist, however we do it here. So stoked to get to chat and get to know you again. Let's just personalize this a bit. So I became aware of you because you were one of the people hosting a lot of these Twitter spaces. And for folks who don't know, Twitter spaces is like this audio thing you could pop on, and you can have a ton of people listening, and you have hosts and people who can raise their hand, and the hosts can call them up, and it's just been really great. And I want to get into those a little bit and a whole bunch of stuff. Is it cool if we lead off with the Twitter space stuff?
Sure, please,
cool.
Go ahead.
Okay, so I listened to a handful of those, and I was even listening to the one where I think there was like a sort of NATO representative there, and one of the hosts, I don't know if it was you, absolutely fucking demolished them. We even played a recording of it here on the channel the next morning. But the thing is this, like, I joined those Twitter spaces in the spirit of listening in. And the only time I actually volunteered to talk, I read like a silly short story just to like break the mood and just have a chuckle. But I've invited you here today in the same spirit, Kiran. I want to listen to you, learn from you, hear about your story. If I say something stupid, I say stupid things a lot. You're invited to correct me. It's that kind of space. It's a learning and growing space. So let's just talk about these. And you've been doing these almost every night. Let's just start there. When did these spaces begin?
So Twitter started this feature. I know it was maybe a while ago. It was probably a year or so ago. I haven't actually paid attention because I mostly try to. I'm basically on Twitter as a sort of. I don't really like Twitter. Let me just put it this way. Okay, as a platform, it is a it is a capitalist platform. It has very weird, inconsistent rules. It is definitely involved in censorship of anything that veers from the liberal mainstream. So I kind of avoid doing too much. But of course, it is very addictive. First of all, it is also where a lot of people, including myself, come for breaking news and things like that. So it's something that is sort of a necessary evil type thing. But sometime right after the beginning of this current ongoing conflict in Ukraine, the Russian intervention / invasion, whatever you want to call it, in Ukraine that started on February 24th, I believe. I think a day or so after that, or very shortly after that, I was on Twitter and somehow, no, it was maybe a couple of days after that. Anyway, I noticed that there was this, I don't even remember who told me or how it happened, but anyway, somehow I ended up in a space, one of these spaces, which is like Dan said, sort of like a call-in town hall talk show type thing where it's kind of like what we're doing here, but if the audience could call in and we could pick them, and sort of put them in a staging area where people can call in and talk about whatever. And then
not my chat. Sorry, Kiran, not my chat. Sorry. these people? But yes, go on.
But that would be the platform. But it is a different platform for YouTube and Twitch and all that, obviously. It's just audio based, and you can actually record it. And the host who starts the room, they can choose to record it or not. And so somehow I got involved in Carl Jha, who is was at ZHA Carl Jha.
Yeah.
He's a commentator / podcaster, originally, I think, from mainland China, and now lives in Southeast Asia. And, I think he grew up in the US as well. So he has connections. He has a sort of outlook that he can speak to people in the West, but he definitely, has experience and a perspective from China and Southeast Asia. So he's a great interesting person, very interesting person to listen to. He has a podcast named Silk and Steel. And so I follow him. I appreciate a lot of what he posts and stuff. So I saw that he was hosting a space and I was like, okay. Let's check this out. Sorry?
I didn't mean to interrupt. I was saying okay, I get it. I'm loving this.
Okay. All right. Okay.
I could totally see that too. Actually, I think I saw him in a couple. I think maybe that's what drew me to clicking on it in the first place.
Yeah. And I think at the time, this was early in the morning, at my time anyway, and it was about 8 or 9 a.m. And by that I mean I had not I'm a freelancer, so I don't really have a schedule. But anyway, so I usually don't join these kinds of things at that early. I try to focus on other things. But somehow I joined up, and there were 1,600 people in this room, right, listening. And which is a lot for these spaces. So I was like, wow. So somebody said something, and it was probably, I don't even remember the original, the person's name or anything like that. But yeah, there was I think he was a Canadian. He was, he had worked for, he was, I think, a former soldier or something in the military. So yeah, he started talking about, the way that this particular conflict in Ukraine is different from everything else, because basically the idea was, and this is what a lot of people who are from, and I'm originally from Pakistan, and I have, roots in South Asia, and I have family in South Asia and West Asia, which is called the Middle East, and going back, forever. So, those of us who are from outside the sort of US, Canada, EU, Britain, Australia, which is these sort of, Western countries bloc, the Western bloc, let's say. Those of us who are from outside of here, or who have some connections to people outside of these countries, we tend to feel that a lot of people will say that, well, this sucks what's happening in Ukraine. It should not be happening. I personally am against war in general.
Yes.
I do not condone like bombings and things like that. Absolutely not. I do not relish in that. I don't think anybody should be doing that. However, we should also consider that, for example, the last 8 years and more, the people in the eastern part of Ukraine have suffered a lot, including bombings and kidnappings and all of this stuff from the Ukrainian military and Ukrainian militias. And also that this particular conflict somehow has turned all these people, people in these Western countries into some kind of, all of a sudden everybody's awake and anti-war, and we're all supposed to get out there and push for our governments, the Western governments, to, somehow actually make more of a military stand and basically get involved more and actually go and like bomb like Russia or something. Meanwhile, first of all, that's not going to trigger actual nuclear war. But secondly, and for us personally, on a like global level, not just me personally, but billions of people around the world, we have been living under war that is instigated by these Western countries, by NATO. And we have been talking about this. Yemen is being destroyed. Afghanistan has been gutted for 20 years. Iraq, Libya, Syria, and so many other places in Latin America, so many other places in Africa. So for us to say, we're looking at this and we're seeing all these Western countries all of a sudden want us to be part of their, efforts to actually, they're not even mostly, for the most part, saying they want to end the war. They want to continue the war. They want everybody else to fight their war. And we're all saying, no, we're not going to be your cannon fodder. And we don't, why is it that you only care about this stuff when it's happening in, in Ukraine and not when it's all these bombs, your country's dropping bombs in countries like Yemen, et cetera, and Syria and Afghanistan and all that. So this is the basic, I think, fracture in the argumentation that people who are, from the global South or who are from colonized backgrounds, and we can get into what that means. But so we have this sort of contention. And then, of course, people who are communists and leftists, of course, of any kind, from anywhere, have similar perspectives. I think we're saying that, look, there are a lot of problems in the world, and we need to look at this particular issue in a more adult, complex, sophisticated way, with the actual view to what instigated it, what are the factors behind it. Instead of just sort of blanketly sort of looking at the world as a Marvel comic where we're the good guys, they're the bad guys, and there's just this, final battle or some kind of movie type thing, which a lot of people seem to have this team sports version of world politics. Anyway, so this guy comes into this chat, into this thing with Carl Jau's room. He starts spewing this stuff, and I was literally just planning to listen. I was not gonna, I was, like I said, I try to stay away from Twitter stuff, but I was so pissed off. I was so moved. And so I requested to speak, because you can press a little button and then the host can bring you up a speaker. And I requested, and then Carl added me. And then eventually, after it was a few people, then it was my turn. And when it was my turn, that's a clip that probably you're talking about, Dan, because somebody did snip that part and then shared it. And so I kind of just spoke from my heart. I was just like, I just was talking about in that clip. And then there was it was a lot before and after. I stayed on that stream for 8 hours that day on that in that space. But I was just talking about that what I just said. But did you not care about Yemenis? Are we not people to you? And by we, I mean people who are not who are not from these countries, these Western countries, or who have connections to these other countries in the world. So and I think it really he was put in on the spot, and he didn't really know what to respond with. And the conversation went on even after that excerpt. There's a recording somewhere, but yeah, that was the basic. Sorry it took so long to explain, but that was what happened that day.
You're welcome to explain as long as you need. That's exactly I'm very happy. You said all of those words. Honestly, it's incredible, and that's what happened. The guy sort of didn't know what to say. He sort of backed into a little corner. He's like, yeah, well, I sort of know I was walking into the lion's den here, and just like, what did you think? What did they think he was going to get out of it? It's like, what were they thinking? Like, yeah, walking into the lion's den. Like, yeah, you're gonna have to like shut the fuck up when like colonized people are speaking up, and you're the white dude. With that said, I'm gonna go ahead and shut up and ask you more about these talks, because I was in there maybe 5-6 days for a handful of hours at a time. It was sort of a good thing for me, because I sort of felt alone in some ways. I got a lot of people calling me a Putin apologist, yada yada. Say hi to Putin for me, and I'm like, leave me alone, shut up. What do you got, like a fucking NATO flag in your fucking your Twitter bio? Leave me alone. You know what I mean? So. Mm-hmm. When I was listening, I heard a lot of the same things. Nazis, the whole Nazis thing comes up from all different angles. There's Nazis in Ukraine, there's Nazis in Russia, and the lots of weird Nazi apologia that's been developing in the discourse. The discourse is so cursed. It is so cursed. NATO stands, the discourse going all the way back to World War II. This one's an interesting one where Vox just posted a video about the double genocide theory. Don't know if you want to get into that. People confused about Euromaidan in 2014 when there was clearly a fucking coup. Fuck the EU, you know what I mean? People who don't know what's been going on in Donbass for the last 8 years. Differences of opinion about Crimea, etc. Everything since the invasion, the discourse with Snake Island, Ghost of Kiev. And of course, it's like fog of war. What do we really, really know what's coming out? It's hard. It could be hard. And of course, media and the Twitter sphere, the discourse, breathlessly sharing anything that's like anti-Russia, anything that's anti-Putin. And there have been like cancellations as well. Not sure where this question is going, but I'm wondering if you could reflect back maybe on the spaces. What were some of the wildest takes that you can remember off the top of your head? Anything that you can remember? Any highlights, good or bad, I guess?
That's a good question. Yeah, well, we've been doing a lot of these now, and I mean, I jump in and whenever I can. I mean, honestly, just because of the same reason, the sense of community is such a nice feeling, because like you said, we are all in this position where we are not being listened to. We are being treated by mainstream media and sometimes our own, people we know as pariahs, as some kind of, like, this is very much the similar thing to what happened, I believe, after 9/11, after September 11, 2001, where there was this hysteria in the air. And everybody, even people you personally might have known, all of a sudden turned into, little NATO apologists, little CIA bots or whatever, like sleeper agents that had been activated all of a sudden or something. So this is something that does happen, especially in the U.S., but also other cultures that are influenced by the U.S., like Canada and stuff. As far as weird things that I might have heard in the I'm sorry, one of my other earbuds is working. Okay. As far as weird things from these spaces, God, I've been in so many of them. Sometimes it's a little hard to even remember. Let's see. I mean, we've had a lot of people who come in from all over the world who say very similar things, but they bring their perspective. So they talk about their country, wherever they're from, and they say, that in my country, this is happening, or this has been happening. And that I've learned so much. I mean, there are books that I have, put in my to read list, and so much that I have learned from people from Kenya, from Ethiopia, from Nigeria, from Argentina, um, Indonesia, like India, so many places. There are people calling, because Twitter is, that is one of the benefits of a place like Twitter, where if you have internet access, and in our case, because we're hosting rooms in English, if you have some level of, understanding of English, which even if you don't have, like, even if it's not perfect and whatever that means, people come in and we encourage people to communicate, even if they're not. In fact, we've had some people come in who are not very comfortable in English, but sometimes we happen to have somebody who is who can sort of mediate the communication. So we've had people who have helped other people communicate more, sort of half English, half whatever language, and so we encourage basically a global conversation, people from all over the world, an international conversation, which is really I think the strength and the difference about this. This is very much not just a U.S. perspective, not just a Western perspective, which I think is like really very powerful. So we have people calling in from all kinds of places, sharing a lot of very, very amazing, interesting perspectives. And then it encourages you to go out and learn more about that place, because even, and I study imperialism and war because this is just like a topic that I find very, it's very important, and I think it needs to be understood more. So, but even for me, there's so much I have to learn. So I'm this really opens up my world for me whenever I get into these spaces. And because it's not like a pre-scripted thing. Everybody can just come on and say whatever they want, that there's just this sense of like a real conversation and not just some kind of pre-scripted dialogue. And these are just everyday people. They're not necessarily, we're all, none of us is a celebrity or a big time, like professional, whatever, I mean, some people obviously have more followers on one platform or another, but we're not sitting here like, we're doing this for free. Nobody's paying us, stuff like that. So it just makes this for a very organic conversation. As far as weird things, yeah. So we've had a bunch of people came in and said, some stuff, some very ignorant stuff, like about like, well, we had this guy come in actually yesterday or the day before. He was saying that, he sat there listening for like a couple of hours. I saw him, and he had raised his hand at one point, and because we had a long line of people to speak, by the time his turn came, it must have been at least an hour that he was in the queue. So he was sitting there listening for 2-3 hours at least to all of us talking about all kinds of things from our perspectives, from, an international perspectives, and trying to analyze the situation and bringing a lot of nuance and talking about the different countries that have also suffered by U.S. imperialism and things like that. And then at the end, like when it's his turn, he just comes on, and he's this guy from Texas, and he's like, well, I don't think, I've been listening to you guys, and, I don't think America is all that bad. And we were like, okay. We're like, first of all, nobody said just something like that simple, like America is just bad. Like, a lot of people tend to think in very, very simplistic terms. Like, what is America anyway? We're not talking about the average American people. We're not talking about the people on Skid Row, living in the street. They're not the ones doing all this. But yeah, they're American government and American corporations. They do these things. And, we have evidence. There's documentation. Like, what are you talking about? But this guy just comes in, and for him, it's personal. I don't know what his personal situation is, but he takes all of this criticism personally, at the same time reduces it down to, whatever his personal life, his personal, family or whatever. It's like, man, we're not talking about that. So there's a lot of people like that who come in. Unfortunately, especially in the U.S., there's a real lack of education when it comes to anything, but especially geopolitics and what do you quote unquote foreign policy. Go ahead. Sorry.
Oh, you absolutely. Yes. We don't know what's happening in this country, much less outside of it. Yeah.
And then what you do see in American media and American education, U.S. education, is extremely biased by colonial and imperialist funding. It's all like, even the stuff that you do see is very much coming from sources who have something to gain from ongoing imperialism and colonialism. So, and for anybody who might be listening who doesn't know what I'm talking about or doesn't know what those terms mean, we can get into some of that. But yeah, you see these kind of ignorant, and it's sometimes it's easy, and I have tried personally to be more patient with people, but there are times when I do lose my cool, because after a while, it's like, if you've been sitting here for like 4 or 5 hours talking, listening to us, and none of it registered, and you just came up and were like, but we're not the problem. And this guy actually said something like, all America's trying to do is stop you people from killing each other.
Ooh.
I was like, whoa. So we get stuff like that. And it's rare, but yeah, it does happen.
One guy I remember pops up and he's like, I don't know. I like war. They should fight more or something. I'm like, what the fuck? And y'all seem to handle it really well, actually. So Kira, I would love it if you can keep reflecting on this a little bit. And of course, we got plenty of time to talk about some other projects that you're up to. I want to talk about TheKulture.tv. I want to talk about, I think I forgot to mention your podcast, the Red Life podcast. But I'm just super interested in these, in these spaces and your experience there. Reflecting on that a little bit more, what do you think maybe, Kira, are things that people are...
Sorry, it's Kiran.
Kiran, I keep doing this. I'm even looking... My gosh, I'm so sorry, Kiran. Thank you for being nice to me. You didn't have to do that. You should have been mean. I like being treated like a baby, but I'm so sorry, Kiran. So like looking back, what are people missing and are there, like, what are the things that, maybe generally speaking, that are tying them together? You're touching on a couple things. The United States folks not knowing shit about what's going on, and I'm guilty. I didn't know anything about what was going on in Ukraine until it sort of exploded, and I'm like, well, I guess I got to figure it out now, and so I did the work. I found a whole bunch of resources and I tried to figure out what was going on, but what is it that people are missing, maybe more generally speaking, the United States thing, but also people are missing it worldwide is what I'm noticing. Like, that's one of the best features of that community, that the call-in community, the space, which is, it is international, and it's so fascinating to sit back and listen in that sense. But like, people are also missing it, and they're not just like your typical chud in the United States. Sometimes they are, obviously, and but like, are they just like libs? Is it just the lack of education? Is there anything else that's like tying it all together? And generally speaking, like, what else are people missing? What do people need to know that they don't know? And is there anything that ties those kinds of people together?
Yeah, I mean, the underlying issue is, and it is most prevalent in the U.S., but it's not just the U.S. But I mean, so there are a number of factors. So, but of course they come down to what I think we can all imagine might be the core issue, which is capitalism. So, TLDR, capitalism. But the long version is that, first of all, and, I'm going to talk about, and it is, we can call it liberalism, and the US and British and sort of, and I'm talking about those countries because they have this hegemony or this sort of dominance on English language media around the world. So they do exercise a lot of sort of cultural control over a lot of the world. So, for example, what I mean by that is that Canadian media, for example, will usually just parrot what the US media is saying or the US State Department is saying, right? And same thing happens in other countries. Now, it's not just a simple matter of everybody just kind of marching step in step. There are material interests at work. Canadian mining corporations, which make up a large part of the mining corporations of the whole world, majority of them are registered in Canada. They rely on U.S. military pressure and political pressure in other countries in order for Canadian mining corporations to be able to secure their, large-scale projects all over Africa, Latin America, and things like that. Same thing with other kinds of projects going on, other kinds of large multi-billion-dollar, projects that, for example, American corporations, British corporations, French corporations, etc., have in Africa. And we can get into some of that. It's a very, very it's related. What I'm trying to get to is it's not just like ideas and ideology. It's material gain. People do these things because people have material interests in maintaining the dominance of the United States and its allies over the rest of the world. That is the real core issue. And that is what we call imperialism. That is what we mean when we say imperialism. It's not just territorial expansion. United States does not want to territorially take over other countries necessarily, but they want to be able to control financially and politically what happens in other countries. That is imperialism. So, and all of these other countries, Canada, Britain, as well as countries like Japan, South Korea, and these countries have an interest in maintaining those kinds of relations. They piggyback off of U.S. imperialism. So U.S. does, the U.S. has 800 foreign military bases in over 150 countries around the world. No other country has anywhere near that many foreign military bases. So I think the next closest one is Russia. It has, or had at least, might have been less, might be less now, 10, I think up to 10 foreign military bases. And it was only in countries around Russia. China has one or two. I think it has one. It might be building a second one somewhere. It has one in Djibouti, Africa. But the United States has 800 foreign military bases in 150 countries of the world. That's most of the countries in the world. There are about 200 countries in the world. The United States has foreign military bases in most of them. What that means is that the United States, what do you call it? What do you call it when a country has a military base and soldiers in another country? Like imagine if Russia had a military base and soldiers, hundreds or even thousands in Canada, and a whole military base with weapons and everything in Canada, right? Or if China had a military base with soldiers and weapons in Mexico, or in 800 bases around the world. Like what would we call that? We would call that some kind of occupation around the world. We would call, imagine if Russia had installed weapons, including and working up towards hypersonic missiles in Canada that are basically facing the United States, and had also installed those in Mexico, all over Central America, and in the ocean around the United States, and basically encircled the United States. If Russia had all of these weapons and military bases all over Canada and Mexico, that is what the United States and NATO have done to Russia. Literally, they have bases and military installations encircling Russia, as well as encircling China. Right now, that's what's happening. So somehow we are told in the West, and especially in the US, that is okay when we do it. That somehow that's normal, that's natural, and everybody else should just accept it. But that is not something that we would ever accept anybody else doing, especially those that are, told are our enemies, whatever. So what's happening is that underlying all of this ignorance is a lack of education. And we're kept that way. We are kept uneducated on purpose. This is not the fault of individual Americans. They might be, arrogance and stuff that sort of is baked into Western identity, especially American identity, which goes back to colonialism, things like manifest destiny, this idea that we have the right to civilize the rest of the world. We have the right to colonize the rest of the world. There's this idea that is built into American ideology, American identity, as well as Canadian identity to some extent. It's a little bit different, but it's there. And so we have this, and by we, I mean, again, people who live in these countries have this assumption, some people call it American exceptionalism. Some people call it other things, but so we have this assumption that we kind of have a better idea of how to run the world. We have better human rights. We have the idea, we have the right to promote democracy everywhere else. Other people don't really know how to do it correctly. And if they don't know, if we think they're not doing it correctly, we have the right to go in and change them militarily or however we might want to. So that's an idea that we're taught. We might not necessarily agree with it. We might not be part of, we personally might not be working at the Pentagon, but we are still believing that on some level for the most part. For most people really are. Even people who consider themselves liberals or leftists have this underlying assumption So now that filters down into the rest of the world. So you can have people in Africa who are Africans, or people in all parts of the world, or China, or Pakistan, or and they can go along with that. There are people in those countries who are usually of the upper classes. So again, going back to capitalism, is that within these countries, there's usually what's called it can be called what's the comprador bourgeoisie. That's a Marxist term,
Okay.
which basically, sorry?
Can you say that one again? That one's new to me. The what bourgeoisie?
Comprador. So that's Comprador. Comprador bourgeoisie. That's a Marxist term.
I should know.
And that usually means basically you've heard the term gusano, I'm sure.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's what that means. Basically, people who would work for the imperialist powers, even though they're from those places. So for example, let's say I'm from a rich family from Pakistan. My ancestors they used to do all kinds of things, maybe working with the British when they were the rulers there in India, in the Indian subcontinent. And now I have, I'm an heiress or whatever. I mean, I'm not. I'm from a working class family, but I'm just saying that if, let's say, a lot of these families have this sort of intergenerational wealth, and they tend to send their own children out to Western countries to get educated, and then they'll study in London or an Ivy League university or whatever, and then come back to the country and become like sort of the magnates and the industrialists in that country, but they will continue to be working for the imperialist countries. So either directly, some of them literally directly work for the State Department, or they'll work in the media like Radio Free Asia, Radio Free Europe, Voice of America. These are all US government funded operations, or they'll work for NATO, or they'll work for a British corporation, or they'll work for something like that, where they become what's called the comprador bourgeoisie, which even though they're from those countries, they work in those countries, they speak that language, they do actually work for the imperialists. So that class exists everywhere in every country. And when you see, but what we're taught here in the West is that what matters is identity politics, so that if somebody is from another country, we are always supposed to be thinking that they have the right perspective that we should always defer to. Now, that has its problematic aspects, okay? Because what happens is that the people who get pushed into our faces when a conflict arises. So right now you might have people, and right now, currently the ongoing, issue of the day is Ukraine and Russia. A year ago, it was China. A year before that, it was Venezuela. So we are supposed to turn to the comprador bourgeoisie, or let's say the tokenized individuals, and the media pushes them in front of our faces. They'll have a panel of experts, and they'll bring in somebody from the country who agrees with the imperialist narrative, right? And then that is supposed to shut us up, because we're like, well, this person is from there. I can't question their lived experience. And so they play these identity politics games in order to shut up any kind of critical thought among the average masses. In fact, what is actually happening is that those people are there specifically to reinforce the imperialist narrative. The average working class person in another country has more in common with the working class person inside of America than any of these fucking elite bourgeoisie people have, you know what I mean? Than we have with any of those people. So, but we're never going to hear from them. At least we're not going to hear from them in, your sort of mainstream, highly produced media spaces. That's one of the benefits of some place like Twitter Spaces, is that we do actually hear from a lot of people who are not ever going to be put on, a MSNBC panel as an expert from that country. We're going to hear from people who are just your everyday people, and we're going to hear perspectives that the mainstream media and even some so-called independent media will never actually platform. Anyway, so I kind of took the long scenic route, but capitalism is at the root of it. And there are many, things we can talk about along the way, but that's basically what it comes down to. Yeah.
That was awesome. Fucking perfect. No, I didn't mean yes too long. That was exactly as long as it needed to be. You know what I mean? Perfect. Mm-hmm. Kiran, this is beautiful. You taught me a new concept, comprador, and I'm like looking back at some of the stuff that I've been trying to look into, like Xinjiang, you know what I mean? And I'm watching Democracy Now! And they got this Hudson Institute shield, and she's like, well, I came from there and my sisters are there, and there's 2 million in camps, and then she comes back to Amy next year and she's like, there's 1 million in camps. And we're like, where'd those 1 million people go? Anyways, so, and I'm like, okay, I see how this works. You look up the Hudson Institute, you're like, oh, this is CIA propaganda. I get it now.
Absolutely.
Like I've seen
Always
it in
follow
action.
the money.
Where are my notes? I'm Comprador. I was showing the wrong screen. Comprador. Awesome. Thank you. You done schooled me. I fucking love this. Hey, let's change gears. What do you say? And we'll talk a little bit about a couple other projects that you're working on. I'm really enjoying this, by the way. Okay, so you're on TheKultureDotTv. We were graced by Left Hand Stew just about last week, and I'm looking forward to inviting. I'm gonna catch them all. I really enjoy the content, and it's sort of helping me to grow and learn. So with that said, thank you all for making that and contributing. I know that you're on the Canuck cast. That's with that'll be with Q and Left Hand Stew, and I'm guessing any other Canadian guests that y'all have. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So The Culture is a media collective that we're starting. That Q and a bunch of his collaborators, and I joined in pretty early on, but I'm not 100% as involved as a lot of people. So I just want to put that out there. They're doing a lot of work, but Stu is a big part of that, as well as many other people. So Q is people might not be familiar with Q, but Q Anthony Omeni, I hope I'm not mispronouncing his last name. So he is a media, I don't know how to describe him. He's a writer, and he has done a lot of different things for different media in Canada mostly, but he has appeared on panels and written articles and things like that. And he's been around for a while. And like many of us, in the last few years, he has turned more and more towards a leftist, specifically communist perspective, and has understood, we all grew up with the anti-communist propaganda and all of that, but it's taken some time. Some of us have come to it a little bit late in life, which is kind of embarrassing, I have to admit, but for me,
okay, it's okay, same.
But it's not, better late than never. Anyway, so we can talk about that a little bit if you want, my journey as it were. So The Culture is a media collective. There's live streams. There are also other things that are in the works, some, written content, newsletter type thing, and some pretty exciting stuff coming up. But it is a cool effort by a bunch of people. And the Canuck cast, which I think is Wednesdays at 2 p.m. Eastern, is a program out of live stream that usually Q and Stu, and then usually either myself or some of the other Canadian people who are on here who are in culture kind of join in, and we talk about whatever Canadian politics, or at least world politics from a Canadian perspective. And then they also have the regular Culture main show, which is on Mondays at, I believe, 2 p.m. Eastern. So that's more of a mix between Canadian and US based commentators, and they talk about all kinds of things, political news items. Very interesting stuff. And so, check that out. It's Culture with a K. And so, I started doing that. And there's some, we're all very busy, and we're all just doing this as a labor of love. So it is hard to sometimes, there's a lot more that needs to be done. And it is hard to sometimes put time away to do all this. We actually started, Q and I also started a call-in show, which is on the app called Callin, Callin. And so this is a new little app, and it's just sort of this Twitter Spaces idea, or the sort of call-in talk radio format, but taking that and just focusing on that. And so we have a show on there. We're doing that now, me and him. It's on Tuesdays and Thursdays at 1 p.m. And so that's basically just where people, we talk about whatever, we bring up a topic or something for the day. Like last Thursday, we talked about Madeleine Albright dying, and her bit of a history on her career and stuff like that. and then it kind of veered into other directions where, depending on the callers that, the topics that they brought in. So that's another call-in type show that we're doing. So Tuesdays and Thursdays, 1 p.m. But yeah, check that out.
Excellent. I'm trying to find these links, and I'm going to drop them in the chat for anyone watching live. And I'll throw this out there, Kiran, which is first of all, I've been loving TheKulture.tv. I was happy to learn today, as I was looking on your Twitter, about the call-in show. We'll be looking forward to listening into that. I fucking love just listening to Q talk,
Yeah, it's great.
I like being dumber than other people and listening to them. I don't know, just to keep it simple. But also on your Twitter, and I'll have to. I just found. Here's this link with the Culture call-in. Here's that, and I'll drop this link in the chat. Copying the link, pasting the link. Okay, yeah, the Culture call-in show with Q Anthony. I also don't know how to say the last name there, and 1 to 2 p.m. Eastern, Tuesdays and Thursdays. Awesome. You've also at the top of your bio it says look up Operation Bloodstone. So we did today. We looked up Operation Bloodstone, and we learned about it, sort of like tangentially related to Operation Paperclip, right? Did it precede Paperclip? Is that right? I was trying to figure that out. I never got to
I believe so. Yeah,
There's not a lot of immediately great resources online. It's just like the Wikipedia is really short. But yeah, Operation Bloodstone. So they recruited Nazis. they're like the Soviets are so bad they would use Nazis. So guess what? We better get some Nazis.
They got Nazis who were working against the Soviets, and they specifically hired them because of their expertise in going after the communists. Yeah, I mean,
Jeez.
I put actually people seem to know what the Operation Paperclip was, so that's why I put in Operation Bloodstone, just to kind of bring people into it. I've been sort of changing my name based on just trying to put different things in there, because sometimes my tweets go viral, and I want to use that as a way to bring people into, some other topics they might not be familiar with.
Here, and we can go deeper. Let's go deeper. Yes. Love it. Oh, and I also checked out the year NATO in Africa. Learned about AFRICOM. Of course, everyone's screaming about Ukraine. Not a lot of people talking about how AFRICOM bombed Somalia the day before or day after the Russia incursion special op. Sorry to make too much light of it. But of course, no one's talking about that. No one's talking about AFRICOM. In fact, I didn't know what AFRICOM was until someone posted that Redfin, infographic illustrating where, we were striking, and also, I think Yemen was hit. And people are like, oh, you can't share that. That's Russian propaganda. It's just like, hold on. No, that's a fact. It's like, are we calling facts Russian propaganda now? And of course, people just don't know about it. And again, I'm guilty of this too. Like I'm like trying to relearn the fucking world, and it's a long, slow, painful process. But I'm slowly finding really cool people, Kiran, like you, and I can learn from y'all. And I think there's going to be hopefully a budding friendship moving forward. You're a new champion to the show. You've done a really wonderful job today explaining things, and I've loved listening to you. It sounds like a lot of the things that you've shared in those spaces before, and I'm especially happy that you came by to share that here as well. But I guess we're going to go ahead and start wrapping it up. We're close to the top of the hour. Kiran, we just have a couple minutes here. You're on Twitch because you're on TheKulture.tv. Have you ever been on Twitch before then? Like on the Twitch?
No, I think that I have an account there, and I think I meant to, because my Red Life podcast, it's kind of been on hiatus. So just to give you a heads up, guys. But I am bringing it back within April is the plan. However, I have this huge other event coming up, so it might not. I mean, okay. So on Red Life Podcast, we have done a bunch of streams, and some of them were, I think, or at least we were planning to use Twitch in the future. But no, to answer your question, I don't have that much experience with Twitch.
Okay, so it's like basically like a video game platform and other IRL stuff, but there's like a small politics strain to it. But this question might make or break you, and I should have asked this earlier. Do you play video games?
Oh God, I mean, no.
Or what's your favorite video game that you remember playing? We could do this because people are into retro.
Unfortunately, okay, so like, I mean, I'll play like stupid games, like, I don't even remember. I don't. Okay, I wish I could. Okay, I grew up with brothers. So when I was a kid, I played like, whatever, friggin' PS2 and then I don't even remember all the platforms, but I'm old and like I've gotten so I don't have that. And I wish I did. I wish I really could get back into video games, but I feel like I don't know if I'm too old now. Like, I don't know. That's what I feel like.
I don't think so. You're never too old, Kiran. You got this.
Maybe I should look into that. Maybe it'll like revive. Because honestly, I am sick and tired of the friggin' politics sometimes. And I'm just like, oh my God, I need something else in my brain.
Yeah, that's why I like to play a little Halo. Get it out of my system. Absolutely. Okay, well, Kiran, I just want to give you one more chance. I want to let people know what you do in case they showed up in the middle of the chat here. Kiran, you're a contributor to TheKultureDotTv, co-host with Red Life Podcast, anti-colonialist, anti-imperialist, Marxist Leninist on Twitter, Kiran Opal _ buy me a coffee. We got a link there for you too, folks, if you want to support this really wonderful person hosting these truly great spaces, valuable spaces. If you want to support that, that's one way you can do that. There's the link in chat. Kiran, did we leave anything out?
Well, okay, so I have a question for you. What game would you recommend for somebody who is trying to get back? But I don't have like a big fancy like a console or anything like that.
Okay. So like, do you have like a PC or something, like a laptop?
I do. I have a desktop and a laptop. Yes.
Well, I'm honestly thinking you might. They're saying Elden Ring. No, chat, don't embarrass me. Not Elden Ring. Honestly, I really like Stardew Valley. It's chill. It doesn't like require the highest end desktop. Yes, Nasai. Yes, we're on the same wavelength here. It doesn't require like the most fancy PC in the world. It's really fun. It's not stressful. You're not like fucking fighting shit all the time. It's really chill. You're like building relationships with people in the village, or you're like me and you just go fishing.
It's called Stardew Valley?
Stardew Valley.
Okay, I'll check that out. Thank you.
You might like getting a Nintendo Switch if you really get into it. I do like my Switch. It's sort of like a lower end game system, but there's tons of great games and they're not always terribly expensive. All right. Well,
I might just message you about some of this gaming stuff. Okay, cool.
Well, Kiran, this was absolutely a lot of fun. I really appreciate you, and I think my audience is going to love this as well. I'm going to share this to YouTube. It'll drop in about a week, but I'll share that link with you as soon as possible. Thank you so much for dropping by and spending your time with me and my community. Love your face, peace, and solidarity. Thank you so much.
Thank you, you, Dan. Thank you for inviting me.
Yeah,
have a good one.
You too.
Take care.
Bye now. All right.
Bye-bye.
That is Kiran. Let's fucking go. You love to